Hello, welcome to our Chaplains Chat. I'm Larry Crabtree, chaplain with the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office and the Maryland State Police.
And I'm Chaplain Charlie Wharton with the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office. And Larry, let's answer the probably the number one question. If we're going to talk about chaplains, what do chaplains do?
Not much, no.
There are days.
Actually, I think we do quite a bit. And try to fit this into a little segment is rather difficult, but one of the things that we do, it's often said that chaplaincy is a ministry of presence. And so probably what we do the most of is simply spending time with law enforcement officers so that they get to know us and we get to know them. Perhaps one of the best ways to answer what we do is by letting people know what we don't do. And so one of the things we don't do is when we're with law enforcement officers, we do not hit them on the head and say Jesus or any of that kind of stuff. We're not asking them to pull off on the side of the road to get baptized or any of those kind of things. We're really there to be friends and to build a relationship so they genuinely know who we are. We genuinely get to know who they are so that when times of need come, that they're able to run to us and say, hey, I need some help. And they know they can be vulnerable and be trusted. Probably more than anything else, that's what a chaplain does. We're shepherds. We keep our eyes on law enforcement officers to make sure they're okay.
And I think that's a misunderstanding that some people have, because when we talk about chaplains, a lot of time people think about jail chaplains and chaplains that are working with inmates or working with those in the community. And while there is some of that spillage that we do, our primary focus are the men and women in blue or green or brown or whatever color they happen to be wearing.
Now you and I do go in the jail, but our focus is not on inmates. We focus on corrections officers. So it's the personnel, whether they're sworn or also civilian, equally we're concerned for them.
I think there are certain tasks that typically fall in the purview of chaplains. A lot of times death notifications. We've prayed over a lot of rubber chicken and tough roast beef meals. We show up at different events. But really, when you ask what does a chaplain do, it's what do you need done?
Yeah.
You look at the things that we've done in the past, everything from like I say, delivering death notifications to going and get coffee when the command post is active.
Some of what we do is counseling. Sometimes with needs arising, often law enforcement officers or family members will come to us and seek some assistance. And so there's times that we counsel and help them through life situations. A lot of weddings. I do an awful lot of weddings and proceed over those. But I'm unique in that I require premarital counseling, so they always come for that, and we enjoy those times. It's fun to share those life experiences with those people you care so much about, as well as the sad stuff, funerals. We'll do an awful lot of funerals for family members and sometimes for agencies when that's needed. So they're certainly part of the responsibilities that we do share.
And I think that's something that, especially funerals, let's talk about that for just a minute, because it is something that you never want to have to do. But if an agency does have a death, it's nice to have someone who has that familiarity with the process of who are the funeral directors, what are some of the protocols. So whether we do it once in a career or whether we do it several times during a career, it's important to have that resource on staff.
Yeah. Something else we do too is in times of severe crisis, I guess sometimes people aren't aware too, chaplains, we're often getting education as well. So there's things that we're learning and certifications that we achieve to do some of the work that we do. And part of that is that, say there's a police shooting, someone is killed, maybe a police officer kills someone or harms someone, or they themselves are harmed. We do what are called, also in critical incident stress management debriefings to kind of help with mental health and emotional health. So again, maybe not every chaplain does that, but many chaplains are skilled and trained to do some of those technical responsibilities too.
Yeah, we are not certified psychologists or anything like that. But sometimes what an agency needs, they've got those people on staff, they've got those people that, that they can take those crisis cases to, but they need someone that has a connection with the agency and someone that can ensure that confidentiality.
Well, I think that's a good synopsis of what we do. It is a a big thing. I mean, we do shop with cops and what do they call the fishing? The cops and bobbers,
yep.
you know, those kind of things in the community. We're often involved in those type of fun things as well that we look forward to. So it's multifaceted, but it's a rewarding experience and a blessing.
And I think the short answer to it is whatever they need us to do.
Yeah.
We're there to be with the agency.
Yep. Well, Charlie, thanks for guiding us through this time and this explanation. We have more to share. We'll give them a little bit more background of chaplaincy in the weeks that are ahead. But until then, be strong
And be safe.